Hey guys, how are you doing? Got my birthday balloons up still from last weekend. I'm 30 now, guys. Can you believe it? I've actually turned 30. Mental. Anyway, I thought I'd start a vlog today. I'm probably gonna just do a bit of like random filming each day this week, that kind of thing. I've just finished recording a podcast for Bulldog Gear podcast, which I was a little bit nervous about going on. I mean, I've done a few podcasts and I've never really been nervous for them before, but I was a bit nervous because normally the type of guests they have on are, I don't know, like athletes who have a very specific way that they train, who have a very sort of set training routine, and often they talk about that and their mindset and training and all of that sort of thing. And I feel like in parkour it's a bit different, and also where so much of my time recently has been devoted to stunt work, it's sort of taken away a bit from my parkour training. So I was a little bit nervous about going on and talking about my training routine because it's been so sort of up in the air recently. But actually I think it went really well. I really enjoyed being on that, so that should be out in the next couple of weeks. And now I'm about to go and meet up with Pam to train at Slough Parkour Park. So yeah, let's cut to that, shall we? Well, just arrived at the spot. Here's Pam, keeping our distance obviously, and it's raining, so yay! I feel like this happens every time I go out to train at the moment, but we'll try and make the most of the situation.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking getting them coffee and then just chill.
We can do that too. We'll see how it goes. Time to get warmed up. I mean, I can't say I find this too inspiring, to be honest. As we're not feeling particularly inspired by the weather, we've decided to just do a little fun activity, a little exercise where we're both going to try and come up with one line to get from the top to the bottom. Nothing fancy, just moving.
Training in the rain.
Just training in the rain. Okay guys, so my camera ended up cutting out yesterday in the middle of our training session, right at the start. To be honest, we only had the start of the training session because after about 10 minutes of both of our feet ending up soaking like through to our socks, we decided instead we would just go and get a coffee and have a little catch up because we just weren't feeling it. Sometimes it's just not that fun to train in the rain with wet socks. But I will insert on the screen now just a little clip of my really not very impressive descent, but at least I did some sort of movement in the day. Anyway, it's the next day now, and I think it was the last vlog I put up where we painted this wall white. I've actually had such a nightmare with this wall. For some reason it's just a difficult wall to paint. Anyway, it is now sorted, and now I'm gonna paint the area around where my desk is. I'm gonna paint it this pink chalk effect look, but the first thing I've got to do is obviously mark out where that area is. So yeah, I'll whack a little time lapse on while I do that. As you can see, I'm in my paintwear again. Very stylish. Okay, the issue I'm having is that the ceiling isn't exactly level, and so I don't know whether I should do the line parallel to the ceiling or level. Decisions, eh? I don't know if you can tell what I mean here, but this line is level, but the gap here is smaller than the gap here because the ceiling is actually not straight. And I don't know if that looks okay like that or not, but I'm gonna go with it and see. So before I can paint with the chalk effect paint, I've got to paint it with another Craig & Rose chalky emulsion paint. So this is pink beige, so I'm gonna have to do a coat of this and then do my chalk effect. Okay, my battery cut out halfway through that, in fact right at the beginning of that, so you didn't really get to see me paint this wall. To be honest, I've just done this quite sort of slapdash, haven't really cared about doing it too neatly because it is just the base coat for the chalky effect that I'm going to put on this afternoon. I've actually just had a message from Tyrell to say that he's going to be training in Reading today, so I'm going to go out and join him, maybe just for like an hour and a half or something, maybe 2 hours. I don't know if I'm up for training 2 hours at the moment, but anyway, just while this base coat of paint dries, and then I'll come back and attempt to do the chalky effect, although I am quite nervous about it. There's no tutorial. Why? Just got to the spot. I'm gonna try. Don't laugh at me. Laughing at me vlogging. I'm gonna try and remind myself how to do a handspring over rails, which I've done so much in the past, but for some reason I'm just like, can't remember how to do that. Anyway, this is probably very hard to hear what I'm saying because it's very windy. Anyway, I'll give it a go. I feel like I'm gonna hit the tree. Right, kind of figured that out. It's not actually that hard, just haven't done it in a while, you know. One thing that I do want to do this summer is this running, take off from here, land on the wall here, that running pre. I don't feel like I have it in me today just because I don't want to have to do all of the like preps for it and bounce backs with how my ankle's feeling at the moment, but definitely one I want to come back to. Turns out I can do that now, so might have to turn that into a little line of some sort. We shall see. Right, just got back in the car after a very short but sweet training session. It felt really, really nice to go out and do some jumps today actually. But now it's time for me to go and paint my wall. So nervous. So nervous I'm going to ruin it with this chalk effect. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. It's only paint. It's only paint. Right, so this is the paint I'm using. It's the Craig & Rose Chalk Wash Pink Clay. So it's not focusing on that for some reason. Maybe if I hide my face. And it says for the instructions, it says chalk wash needs to be applied over one of their 1829 chalky emulsions, which this is. Application tools, rags, sponge, brush. I don't actually have a sponge. I have a sponge in the kitchen, but it's dirty, so I'm not going to use that. But I have got rags and I've got a brush, so we'll see how it goes. It says working in small sections, apply in your... And it says to work in small sections. So I'll give it a bash, we'll see how it goes. I'm a little bit nervous that I'm going to ruin the wall because I actually quite like the colour it is at the moment. But anyway, let's see how this goes, shall we? Not gonna lie, I have not done the best job, to be honest. I think what I should have done was got a slightly more contrasting colour for the base coat because it's just not a very bold effect and I wanted it to be a little bit more of an obvious contrast. But anyway, I'm going to take the tape off from the sides now, which is the real moment of truth because if it has splurged out underneath the tape, then this is going to be an absolute nightmare to fix. So here's hoping it all comes off okay. I'm going to try and film this at the same time. For my story, you know how it is. Okay, first one went well. So here we have the finished result. I've put all my office furniture back in. Hopefully you can see that they have got this slightly chalk wash effect on them, which now it's dried I actually really love. It's very subtle, and I think had I chosen a slightly more contrasting paint for the base coat, it would have been a more obvious chalk wash, but I actually quite like how subtle it is, so really happy with that. I've actually got a few, well, two exciting things happening at the house today. One, my new kitchen splashback is gonna be installed, so I'm really, really excited about that. I've been looking forward to that one for ages. I don't know if I'm gonna share it in this video though, because I have got a separate kitchen renovation video that I'm doing at the moment, which should go up actually maybe next week. depending on how long it takes for the tiling to be done. But the other thing is that I've got my chest of drawers arriving, which I ordered back in, it was either the end of September or the start of October, so it's been a little while I've been waiting for those. October, November, December, over 4 months actually, so definitely ready for those to arrive. So that is due to arrive today, although I did just get an email to say that it was running late. I don't know if that means it's going to be later than expected today, or if they mean it's going to be a later date that they're going to deliver it, but hopefully I'll be able to show you that a little bit later on today. I've also got a few things that need to go up on the walls, so this is going to go up here. So that's that room. Quite pleased with myself. Wowie woo, I am looking very orange in this light. It is now the evening. I haven't really filmed anything today, but to be honest, I kind of want to get to bed. I'm feeling pretty exhausted. I keep on being really tired early on in the evenings at the moment, and then I wake up super early. So I think I've just had like a bit of a shift in my body clock, but there we go. I'm not complaining about it. I quite like waking up a bit earlier. But I have to stay awake this evening because I'm still waiting on my chest of drawers being delivered. What time is it? Oh, to be fair, it's only 9:10. But I kind of was expecting them to be here by now, but what I figured I would do is just have a little quick stretch and hopefully they'll turn up soon. Got some Brad Mondo on in the background, watching some hair fails. So yeah, might just leave you there. Will you see me there? Not that it really matters, I'm literally just going to be doing some very boring stretches that I may put on a time lapse, but I may not. We'll see. My chest of drawers is here. I had kind of been under the impression that they were going to bring it into a room of my choosing, because that is what I was told. Now I've got to try and lift this up the stairs, and it's pretty heavy. Come on then. I'm also slightly worried that that's actually not big enough to be the built chest of drawers, and that maybe it's a flat pack situation that I was not expecting. Anyway, oh, look how tired I look. I actually look exhausted, don't I? What the hell? Oh, this isn't my delivery. It's got my name on it, but it's completely the wrong thing. What? Did I order shelves? No, I haven't. Did I? No. Oh my gosh. I thought this box looked too small to be my chest of drawers. What the hell? Well, I guess I'll be chatting to customer services tomorrow, like I do every day.
Hello, KG?
Hi there.
Thanks for the KG. I'm sorry for the time once more.
No worries. So that is my little task for the morning done, getting my little office memo board up. I had a little bit of a nightmare with these boxes because they kept falling off. So I have now slightly chipped the corners of those, but what I've had to do is use one of those little wire things, you know, that you sometimes get that hold things together. That was not a very good explanation, but so I've used those to attach that. But yeah, it looks pretty cute, doesn't it? I've also ordered a clock to go up in that corner there, and a little picture shelf to go along here that's gonna have that little montage of me and Anton on. Right, so it is now a fair bit later on in the day. I have just got back from getting some photos printed that are going up on the walls in here and also just here above the console table. So I've got them all out here. Got these two bigger ones that are black and white ones of my family, which are gonna go just here. And then I've got these two, I don't know if you can see them that well. They're from mine and Anton's trip to Finland, and they're gonna go up on that bit just there. And then these four are from our family trip to Iceland, and they're the ones that are going to go above the console table here. I've also got these 2 prints up that my mum gave me for my birthday. They are Charlie, is it Mackesy or Mackesy? I'm not sure how we pronounce his name, but he does these really cute drawings with nice little words. So that's the plan for the next, I don't know how long it will take me. To be honest, I've got a bit of I'm very particular about how my pictures go up on walls. I think it's where I've got quite like a mathematical mind. I just feel like things have to be in a place for a reason. So I'll measure everything out and I'll calculate things like really specifically, so that even if it doesn't look better there, I know in my head there's like a mathematical reason why the photo's there. It's a bit weird. So it'll probably take me, I don't know, maybe an hour to get all of these pictures up, where I guess most people would probably just plonk them up. I've got these command strips. I don't know if you guys have used them before, but it just means that you don't have to put any nails into the walls, so I'm going to use those. So yeah, going to crack on with that. As you can see, I've got a lovely spot that's arrived on my face today, and I've got another one on my chin that's less obvious, but yeah. Yay! Right, so here's the finished result. These pictures are up here. Then we've got these ones that won't focus. There we go. These ones up here from Finland. And then round the corner, this is my, oh, don't want to fall backwards down the stairs. And this is my little console table setup. I'm actually not sure if these pictures fill that space well enough, so I might need to reconsider that, but it's looking pretty cute. The only thing I will say is they actually came out a little bit darker, these photos, when they were printed than they originally looked, so slightly darker than I would have liked, but overall looking quite cute. I actually never turned this light on, I just turned it on for the sake of this bit of the video. Anyway, plan for this morning, me and my spot are gonna go and do some handstands. I can't even remember the last time one of these vlogs didn't have a little section of me doing handstands, but that is something I like to do, so you can watch, or you can go now if you want. I think that will probably be the last thing I film in this vlog, because I need to edit tomorrow, ready to upload. Alright, well I'll sign off here then, shall I? I'll see you next time, guys. Bye!